Hey there, creepy peeps. Welcome to my channel if you're new here, and welcome back if you're returning. We're gonna do something I never do, and that's talk about books. So like the title says, we're gonna be doing a book haul today. Just a quick creepy-esque kind of book haul with one or two things that aren't books, but I just wanna share with you guys. So it's mostly a book haul though. So I guess we can start off with the things that aren't books, but I'm gonna share with you anyway. I almost completely forgot that I bought this because I pre-ordered it months ago, and then it came in the mail somewhat recently, and I was like, oh yeah, I did buy that. And that is this kind of special edition. I think it's 4K Beetlejuice. Couldn't resist. Look at the packaging. It comes in a handbook for the recently deceased, and you open it up, and yeah, it does come with some chalk in there, and you know, in case of an emergency, draw a door. And it opens cool at the spine instead of a normal book. So you got the DVD itself. So there's the chalk that comes with it. Honestly, not really sure what I'm gonna do with the chalk, but it's a cute touch. And then it has the flyer advertising Beetlejuice, the Bioexorcist. Oh, I totally forgot. It comes with a patch also. Sorry, oops, forgot how to do a haul here. But yeah, it's just a little patch. Second, not book related thing really quick is an advent calendar. I know, but it's for Halloween. It is this giant ass Funko Pop advent calendar for spooky season, which we got at work, and my self-control literally just went out the window, and I was like, cool, I'm gonna buy this. I did get a sweet discount on it though. So it's got, trying to angle it so you can see it without the glare, 13 spaces to count down to Halloween. Okay, so on to the books now. The first one I want to talk about is an anthology, because y'all know how I feel about anthologies. You know, I love them just as much in book form as I do in movie form. So I had to pick one up. This one is called 1,000 Beginnings and Endings, and I'm just gonna read the descriptions for these from the actual book, because I mean, obviously I haven't read them yet, so I can't fully summarize them anyway. Star-crossed lovers, meddling immortals, feigned identities, dire warnings. These are the stuff of myth and legend. Add a dangerous smile, a game that pulls players out of one world and into another, a ghost town, a never-ending war, a night of dancing, and this collection of inspired and original retellings is only just the beginning. 16 acclaimed authors reimagine tales from their own East and South Asian cultures. But beware, not every tale has a happy ending. So yep, this is 16 different stories. They are retellings of Asian myths and legends and folklore, and I feel like we're just hitting all the buzzwords for me. As soon as I saw it, it was an immediate buy. Had to get it. Looks super good. Next one I want to talk about is a bit of book mail. So the author of this particular book reached out to me and asked if I wanted to read her novella. Very gothic, and you know, a female author, so I'm like, I'm down. I'm here for this. It's called Helena, and it's by Claire L. Smith, and I'm just gonna read the summary off the back. On the outskirts of London, 1855, mortician and funeral director Helena Morrigan struggles with her limited finances and the heavy burdens of her past. Desperate to secure herself, she takes up residence in an aged house closer to the graveyard, closer to the lost souls that sense her torment and are determined to take her place in the mortal world. As she tries to tame and free the ghostly figures around her, she becomes acquainted with the owners of the home, the recently orphaned siblings Eric, Audrey, and Christian Tartar. Yet, the souls she wants to save are on edge as a horrific serial killer runs rampant, giving Helena a boost in business and suspicion. Against her best efforts, Helena is suddenly thrown into a bloody mystery where new and old friendships are tested, innocents are maimed, and a horrific family secret that threatens her chance at a peaceful existence and her existence itself. So it is just a short little novella, but seems perfect for going into spooky season, so I am very, very excited to start this. Next up, I've been wanting to grab this book for a while, but I never got around to it, which luckily, because the movie that inspired me to want to pick up this book got pushed back. Even though this is not an official like adaptation, but it's Kindred by Octavia E. Butler. I remember hearing about this book when I read Fledgling, which was also a book by Octavia E. Butler for a Creepy Book Club. I wasn't the hugest fan of Fledgling, but every time I look up this author or look through her books, Kindred is the one that everyone says you have to read. Like, this is like her best one. This is the most popular one, I think, from her. So everyone's like, you gotta read this, you gotta read this. Then we started hearing about Antebellum for the first time. And the plot, just from what I could tell from that first trailer when we got it months and months ago, seemed very, very similar to this book, although I could find no confirmation that it's like an official adaptation. I think it's just similar, or perhaps maybe just like loosely inspired by, I'm not sure yet. Dana, a modern Black woman, is celebrating her 26th birthday with her new husband when she is snatched abruptly from her home in California and transported to the antebellum South. Rufus, the white son of a plantation owner, is drowning, and Dana has been summoned to save him. Dana is drawn back repeatedly through time to the slave quarters, and each time the stay grows longer, more arduous and more dangerous, until it is uncertain whether or not Dana's life will end, long before it has a chance to begin. It just seems like very, very similar to what I think Antebellum is going to be, or just, like I said, it just seems kind of inspired by. So I definitely wanted to read this. And like I said, because everyone said that this is like Octavia E. Butler's best book. Speaking of adaptations though, like actual adaptations, up Lovecraft Country by Matt Ruff. Everyone's been talking about this show. To my knowledge though, it's not like, I feel like Netflix kind of like ruined TV for me in this sense. I've grown less patient with that sort of thing now. So thanks Netflix for that. So I haven't seen an episode of it yet. I'm gonna read the book first, and I figure by the time I read the book and finish it, hopefully most of the first season will be out and I can just binge the show like I'm gonna want to do. Okay, next one is technically a YA book, but it just looks so cute as fuck that there's no way I couldn't buy this one, and that is Bewitched. Look how cute that is. You'll get a close-up of the cover, like intercut, but oh my fucking god, it just looks so cute. It's by Paige Mackenzie and Nancy Olin. Hopefully I said that right. New girl and secret witch Iris just wants to get through her first day of school without a panic attack. The last thing she expects is to be taken in by a coven of 3 witches, soft-spoken and supportive Greta, thoughtful and musical Ridley, and fiery and spirited Binks. They may be the first witches Iris has met, but their coven is not alone in their small northwestern town. The Triad is the other coven at their school. When the Triad's not using spells to punish their exes or break up happy couples for fun, they practice dark magic. The 2 covens have a rivalry stretching all the way back to junior high. When tragedy strikes and a witch is murdered, the rival covens must band together to find out who is responsible before it's too late. Someone's anti-witch ideology has turned deadly, and one of them is next. How freaking cute does that sound? Like, ugh. The cover's cute, the whole idea around it seems super cute, and the title reminds me of that band from, were they from Ireland? I don't remember, but they were Bewitched. Does anyone remember Bewitched? Please tell me, because my coworker, one of my managers who told me that we got this book in because they knew I would love it, I mentioned that band to her and she had no idea who it was. Next one is a graphic novel, and technically it's in the young reader section, so this is middle grade, but okay, look at this cover and like try and explain like why I shouldn't buy it, because look how fucking cute that is. You'll see the close-up of it in a second, but it's called Seance Tea Party by Raymina Yi. I probably pronounced her first name so horribly wrong. Looks like a really cute, like kind of spooky, but like cutesy spooky, like graphic novel. It just looks so cute. Growing up is terrible. No one has time to play outside or use their imagination or do anything fun. Who wants that? Not Laura. She's determined to still have fun even after her friends all seem to fade away with their new interests and new friends. A magical tea party introduces Laura to Alexa, the ghost that haunts her house. Alexa will be a kid forever, but what will happen as Laura continues to get older? It's so cute. I'm gonna finish it in like 5 seconds because I know as soon as I start actually reading this, there's no way I'm gonna stop. But it just looks really, really cute, right? Where was this stuff when I was growing up, okay? Where was this? Now I have to be a weird 28-year-old woman who reads middle grade graphic novels. Damn you. All right, next one was a total impulse buy. I was just working in the sci-fi fantasy section at work, you know, putting books away, and I just happened to see this one facing out, The Ghost Tree by Christina Henry. When the bodies of 2 girls are found torn apart in the town of Smith's Hollow, Lauren is surprised, but she also expects that the police won't catch the killer. After all, her father's body was discovered the year before with his heart missing, and since then everyone has moved on. Even her best friend Miranda has become more interested in boys than in spending time at the old ghost tree the way they used to when they were kids. So when Lauren has a vision of a monster dragging the remains of the girls through the woods, she knows she needs to do something to help, unlike the rest of Smith's Hollow. But as she draws closer to answers, she realizes that the foundation of her seemingly normal town might be rotten, and that if nobody else stands for the missing, she will. Just seems really cool, right? We love a good ghost story. We love a good monster story. I've been wanting to read Christina Henry's books for a little bit. She has another series that are kind of I think they're like retellings of like Alice in Wonderland. Chronicles of Alice, that's what it is. Alice, Red Queen, Looking Glass. And I've always wanted to pick those up, which I still haven't yet, but this one seemed, again, perfect for spooky season. Last but not least was one I had heard about prior. One of my managers at work, the same one that didn't know about Bewitched, but told me about this book, ordered in a whole bunch of spooky books for our store to do like a cool window display for October, right? So she ordered in all these books, and she ordered in this particular one, and it was like a surprise. I was about to leave for my shift, and she was like, you need to go back to receiving. I stood this book up on the cart so you can see it. I know you're gonna buy it. And it was Women Make Horror, which literally right up my alley. Immediate, like, the excitement. If you could hear me like shriek in receiving the way I did when I saw this. Perfect surprise. Thank you, Shirley, for ordering this into our store. So this is a nonfiction book. It is a collection of essays about filmmaking, feminism, and horror movies. Like, could there be a more perfect book? So this is gonna be a perfect addition to my very slowly but surely growing little like subsection in my bookcase over here of like genre books about the horror genre, but with like a focus on like gender and feminism. It's slowly but surely growing. We're getting there. Hey, yeah, so that's the haul. I just wanted to share those with you. If there's anything, you know, just in case for my other readers out there, you know, some stuff that might be good for you to pick up this spooky season, because that was definitely the theme of this haul. Perfect for spooky season. So let me know of any cool stuff, books, DVDs, whatever you picked up recently in the comment section, so I can just add them to my TBR, because like, let's be honest, look at this TBR card. It's getting out of control. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here, or if you've been lurking, become a creepy peep today. I post 2 new videos every single week. I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Until then, stay strange. Bye.